Hi, everybody.
Hi. Hi.
Welcome to a Hot Takes episode of What's the Diff, where we bring a few topics and let loose our opinions when we're down a man. I'm Imodium Josh. With me today is Pepto-Bismol Cully.
I wear that badge with pride. Pepto-Bismol is delicious. Fucking fight me. It's so good.
Fight his not pooping ass.
Yeah. How do I... What did I say? Nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea. Yay. Pepto-Bismol. You have an opinion or want to hear one of your topics debated? You can connect with us at whatsthediff.net. Leave us a voicemail or a text at 802-884-3553.
Bitch.
Or send a voice clip to us at hellowhatsthediff@gmail.com.
Ding. That was nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, no Keenan today. That's on me, though.
Well, kinda.
No, I'll take the blame on this one.
Well, he hit his head again. We can blame that. Even though it's not directly involved, but like he happened to hit his head again, so.
Yeah.
Stop hitting your head.
He was going to work. But I don't know if he's working. Can you work with a mild concussion? I don't think I could.
Probably. It's funny, my last big concussion was up. No, it wasn't. Wrong story. Anyway, I got a concussion at Baker too when I was working there, and then I went to work the next day, and I was sitting there, and I remember like I was watching the ski lift go, and then I looked down at my phone, and I'm like, oh my God, I've been here for a fucking hour. And it was just gone. Like that hour of my life never came back. And somebody came up to relieve me and was like, hey man, you're good. And I'm like, I'm not good. I don't know what happened for the last hour.
Jesus.
Like somebody could have fallen and I was just like,
So help me.
So I called my supervisor up and he snowmobiles up and he's like, hey, how's it going? Because I called him and I was like, dude, I feel like stoned or something, but I'm like not high. I don't understand what's going on. And he comes up, he comes into the shack and he's like, let me see your eyes. And my eyes were just huge pupils, like not glassy. Like I wasn't high. Like,
yeah.
I wasn't. I wouldn't do that. I did once. It was an accident. But yeah, he was like, holy shit. Are you okay? He's like, have you done anything? I'm like, yeah, I hit my head really hard yesterday. And he's like, oh, you have a pretty good concussion then. So I went down to the medical tent and medical building, and they're like, oh, yeah, dude, sit down. Like, holy shit. Do you have anybody that can watch you while you sleep? And I was like, I slept last night, and I am alive. And they're like, what the fuck? And I had driven myself up that day.
Oh my
so
God.
they're like, can you just hang out until the shuttle? And I was like, oh, I can go home right now. I drove myself today. And they're like, excuse me? Like, yeah, I drove myself. I think I had somebody drive my truck down.
Probably someone that shuttled.
Yeah, it was somebody that shuttled that was like, I don't remember much of that day. But anyway, I had somebody drive me down, and I was just like, I was off for a few days. That was the worst concussion I've ever had, I think.
Jeez.
I don't know. I don't remember much of it. But yeah, Baker, it'll give you a concussion. There's your tagline, Baker. Come to Baker. Concussion. Yeah. Anyway, back to our actual show.
Yeah, but basically I went on vacation and came back late last night.
Lucky bastard.
Yeah, missed out on our normal record time.
Yeah.
So here we are.
It's okay. I was going to bring... I thought about just having it be me and then my two dogs that I'm watching right now. That would have been entertaining.
That would have been pretty good. It's like, no, get closer to the mic.
Yeah.
Closer to the mic. We can't hear you.
The whole time. Like, there's your episode, ladies and gentlemen.
Dog ASMR. Well,
anyway.
I wanted to say also a thank you to all of our listeners. I looked at our Spotify Wrapped, and I was actually really excited to do a Spotify Wrapped for the podcast because I've never seen how it looks from the other side of the creator side of Wrapped.
What do you mean, like what we listen to?
No, we have, as creators, we get our own Wrapped that tells us about all these different things, like how many people in different countries listened, how many
What?
people were listening, like our top like 50% and like 5% of listeners of like special stats about them.
Yeah.
And
Where'd we rank?
well, it did give us one where
We're top number one. You heard it. You
top
heard it
number
here.
one. Here to here. For video podcasts on Spotify, our show was top 20%.
What?
Top 20%.
Are you kidding me?
I shit you not. Which
Dude.
it's like, it's a thing I feel like we can have a little bit of pride in, because it could have been like top 80% or something, which is kind of like what I would have expected, or even like you're a part of the top 100%.
Yeah, you're in there somewhere.
98. But
people have watched you once.
yeah.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, but I think at the same time, when you look at the numbers, they're not extremely high. So I think it's like this like logarithmic curve that like once you get towards the end, it's like
yeah. I'll take it.
Yeah,
that's
so
pretty cool.
Top 20%. All thanks to y'all. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and listening.
Keep listening, or I'll pull out my finger guns.
He'll get you good.
Pew, pew. Keep listening. Do it. Thank you.
So yeah, I thought
Seriously,
that was kind of cool.
That's really awesome. You guys are cool. Who's ever listening to this right now? I'm talking to you. Yes, you. If you're with other people, it's not them. It's you.
It's you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Fuck those other people.
Yeah, fuck them.
But not you.
If you wanna.
You're cool.
You are cool.
Yeah. If you wanna.
If you wanna. Which brings me to my first hot take of the day.
Yeah, what you got?
I really enjoy watching people Spotify Wrapped.
Okay. Like when they put it in, what's people put it on their Instagram and stuff?
Yeah, like they put it on their story. Granted, I don't want to see your whole Wrapped. I'm okay with just the very last screen where it shows your top 5 like artists and then top 5 songs and like minutes listened to.
Yeah.
I do like a little bit more detail as well, because they do have like some kind of funky stuff. Like, oh, you're, in February you were a midday brunch power rock listener.
I'm gonna search that right now. Midday brunch power rock.
Yeah, and then it's just gonna be like the most randomest like artists and stuff. Or like the one that I really like to see, which no one posts, is how many artists you listen to. Like this year, I think I was like almost like 2,200 artists or something.
God damn.
Yeah, I really like to listen to a whole, like, I have a couple of artists that I do really like.
Yeah.
But whenever I am listening to music, because the majority of my time was actually spent listening to podcasts. Like, I want to say it was like 25,000 minutes to podcast or something.
Wow, that's pretty cool. All our podcast.
I think we made the list. I think we were number 3.
Fuck yeah, baby.
Fuck yeah.
3.
So yeah, I like seeing like some of those small details too. But overall, I like to see people Spotify Wrapped, mainly because I think your Spotify Wrapped can really kind of tell you more about a person, especially if you don't like listen to music with them. Like if you're not doing like a long car ride or like going to like a certain concert or something.
Yeah.
And like I'm really surprised by like what some of the people that I see post on there and what they listen to.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. You can like, ooh, what do you listen to?
Yeah.
What do you listen to? I probably have like 2.
I listen to 2 artists.
You listen to just this artist and this podcast. I'm like, yeah, that checks out. I listen to the same stuff over and over. I beat a song to death. And I still love it.
I did that too. Like I think like 3 of my top 5 songs were just songs that I just like beat to death. One was Too Sweet by Hozier. Is that how you say it? Hozier or Hosier? I don't know. Hoser.
Hoser.
Oh, you hoser.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was my number 1.
Too Sweet.
So the one that he's talking about like whiskey and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't. That's not my jam.
That's okay.
I listen to things that go thump in my car.
And then another one was Childish Gambino from the new album. The one that I think I don't know. I don't know if he did a single with it. Maybe he did. Lithuania, I think.
Lithuania? Lithuania?
No, that's the country.
Yeah.
Now, oh gosh. Okay, people, I need to
Lithograph. Litmus test.
Lithuania. Childish. People that like
Live.
know like Lithuania. Yeah, Lithuania.
What the hell does that mean?
Lithuania meaning. It's a really good Lithuania, Georgia is a place.
Oh, okay.
Named after the Greek words lithos, meaning rock, and onia, meaning place, rock place.
Rock place.
It's less than 20 miles east of downtown Atlanta, which I think Donald Glover's from Atlanta, which is why he made the show Atlanta. Or
God,
like
that's
maybe
a good
he's
show.
from. It is.
It's so good.
Or maybe he's from Lithuania, and that's why he did that.
Okay.
Who knows?
Cool.
I didn't look into it.
Yeah. Well, here we are.
But yeah, I really enjoy like just seeing people's Spotify Wrapped, because especially like people that I feel like I know what they listen to, and then you like see their top stuff. It's like, whoa.
You're like, oh my God.
You actually aren't like just into rave stuff. Like you actually have the spectrum to you.
Yeah. You're on the spectrum.
You're on the spectrum of sound.
Yeah, I don't care.
I figured you wouldn't.
I don't care what people are listening to. I mean, it is interesting that I see it, but I'm not like actively searching for like, what did you listen to?
Yeah.
And I like when I see artists that I also listen to, then I'm like, oh fuck yeah. But if I see, well, I just bit my tongue. If I see people and I see artists and I'm like, I have no idea who that is, I don't go look them up.
Oh yeah. I mean,
So I'm like, yeah, I don't care. I know what I like already.
yeah. I don't use it as a way to like find new stuff.
Yeah.
Like it does. Spotify already does enough with Discover Weekly. Every week it just gives you 30 songs that it thinks that you like.
Yep.
And then and it's usually from artists that you've never heard, which is why I have so many artists I listen to.
Mm-hmm.
It's mainly from that. And then Release Radar, which is artists that you do listen to. If they've released like songs or something, then they'll put them in there. And that happens every Friday.
Okay.
So it's like on the two ends of the week, I'm just getting all new stuff.
I just listen to my playlists that I've already made. I like them.
Yeah. Do you do the thing that
Doo-doo.
that like adds to your playlist? It doesn't like actually add to it, but it's like based on this playlist, we think you would like this song, and throws it in there. It's the shuffle, but it has like the sparkles.
Oh, yeah, like the Genius or whatever they call it.
Yeah, it's like special shuffle or something.
Yeah, I sometimes, if I'm feeling out there, then
Feeling
yeah,
frisky.
but usually I'm just like, turn off. I know what I like.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people, they don't like that feature. And
Yeah.
I'm like, you don't have to use it.
No, you can turn it off.
You can turn it off.
I prefer the AI thing.
Oh, the DJ or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, he does a pretty good job.
it's crazy how it's AI, but like it pronounces everything correctly.
Yeah, they really got it down.
What the fuck? It's crazy.
Which I'm like, do they have to be like, hey guy, you need to say a different word because we have this random artist that is really hard to pronounce now?
I don't know. Yeah, like people their names are just letters.
Yeah, like BB No Money.
Yeah.
Baby No Money. Baby No Money.
Baby no money. Baby.
Yeah, for the longest time, Bibnos.
Baby knows.
Bibnos.
Huh. I don't know. I haven't gotten that far. Yeah, there's like, I don't know, some artists I've listened to where I'm like, holy shit, he actually got it right. That's pretty crazy. But that's fun.
So yeah, that's my hot take.
Okay, here's mine. And now tell me if you had this when you were back in school. School attendance awards.
Ooh, we had them.
You did. I think they're fucking stupid. So dumb.
Yeah, I think it's dumb because I think it's like, I mean, I think it's dumb because I think it's just overall a dumb reward to give a kid.
Yeah.
And I like, for me, it's almost like socially, like, what if there's a kid one day that their parent is like, oh, I actually can't take you to school today, so I guess you're not going.
Mm-hmm.
Or like the kid gets sick. Like,
Yeah, that's why I wrote it down, because I was like, if you get sick, they always are like, oh, well, you're not going to get your attendance award unless you go to class. Like, thanks, dude. Now everybody is sick because you wanted a fucking award at the end of the year.
yeah.
Like, no, that's no, stop.
Which, like,
It's it's very clear that I never won those awards. That's why I'm so salty.
I think there's been a couple of times where I've been like 1 or 2 days from like a perfect attendance, and they like told me, and I'm like, I have not been keeping track of that. I go to school when I can.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. I did not care for it. But there was people that would, on like their college resumes, would be like, oh yeah, perfect attendance throughout high school.
Fucking nerd.
Right?
You deserve to be made fun of. Lame.
Yeah, it's just, it's so
It's so dumb.
dumb.
No, I'm just salty because I never had a perfect attendance record.
That's okay.
Yeah, the awards we got, like especially in elementary school and middle school and that kind of stuff, like you would get prizes. And I remember it was always like this one kid every year would get the same fucking thing. I think his name was Ryan. But Ryan, like, you know, perfect attendance award, and you get like a Razor scooter. And of course I'm like, oh, I fucking want that.
Yeah.
But they'd be like, and it goes to Ryan. We're like, yep, okay.
Yeah, Ryan. We knew Ryan was going to get that.
Yeah, like that's stupid. And then he would always win the like the magazine sales,
Oh, yeah.
that kind of shit. I never sold. I'm like, I don't want to sell people fucking magazines that they don't want. I don't care. I'm not going to grow up to be a drug dealer. I don't need to know how to sell things.
Yeah, I really didn't care for that.
Mm-mm.
Because, like, the prices always were, like, the worst. But
Yeah.
it always seemed cool. It's like, oh, if I sell 100 magazine subscriptions, I get this cool sweatshirt.
Neat.
I get a lunch with the principal. It's like,
Yeah.
I already see you enough.
I get that lunch with the principal because I get in trouble.
Yeah.
So
It's like, it's so much easier to just punch a kid than to sell 100 magazines.
yeah, throw a dry erase marker out a window at a seagull flowing by.
Okay, well, I mean, that's just cool. And also, why is that drone following you? Like,
I don't
someone
know.
had to stop it.
Yeah, see, that's the Catholic school, man. They're allowing the drones in.
They are.
Fucking Catholic school.
Yeah, I really don't care for those kinds of things. Like,
It's
like, also, usually the kids that won that stuff, their parents just bought a bunch of whatever they were selling.
well, yeah, like this kid, his parents were doctors.
Yeah,
So,
so
like, oh, sick, you just paid your way to the top.
yeah.
Like, fuck you, dude. If you have a certain income, you shouldn't be able to play those games. So, like, you're like, oh, congratulations. You come up and get your pencil eraser. And I'm like, I don't care. I don't want that.
Oh yeah, like when it's like, oh well, you still got a prize, so come get it.
Yeah, like, I'm not going to.
I actually don't want this.
No. I'm not going to do
Like, there's so many other things that you could be celebrating
yeah.
for kids, like achievements. Like,
Yeah.
you know, the big one that I always like think back to is like when we did the recorders and stuff,
Oh, hell yeah.
and I got to like the top of the class with like a couple of other kids to do
Mhm.
recorders, and we got to like play in front of the whole school.
I used to slay on the recorder.
Oh my god.
It was so cool. I'll pick it up again.
Yeah. You can borrow mine. Probably just
Okay.
needs to be cleaned.
Okay. I do have a penny whistle that I sometimes play alone to myself.
Oh, I think I heard that.
Yeah. No, it's loud. That's why I don't play it when anybody's home. It's like it's so loud.
Oh, so you got some good practice this week.
Yeah. The neighbors actually called. Cops knocked on the door. Are you killing a cat in there? No. It's fun. Anyway, that's that.
All right.
Yeah, if you have a perfect attendance record, I hate you. So there you go.
All right.
What you
My
got?
next hot take,
Give it to me.
which I wish I was able to figure out more phrases for this. So I had to ask the internet to help me out a little bit. But
Okay.
my hot take is when
Yes.
someone says something patriotic, it's usually un-American.
Okay. Yeah, because yes, I agree. I think the idea of patriotism and true definition of like an American is they're both muddied.
Yeah.
Like they're just wrong. Like to me, if someone's like, "Oh, I'm a patriot," it's like, okay, you're a racist fucking asshole. Like
Yeah.
that's just what comes to mind. But
Yeah.
American, if you're like, "Oh, I'm a true American," that also can be like, I'm an asshole because it's just what it seems like. But America's like, it's supposed to be a place for everybody.
Yeah.
Come on in, everybody
pot.
hang out. It's a melting pot. Like, hang out. We're all here. We're all suffering through life.
Yeah.
Like, let's all suffer together. But yeah, patriotism is like, I like my country. So I don't like that shit.
Yeah. So I asked Google, and it gave me some AI stuff for it. And so it's like phrases that might sound patriotic, but often carry a more critical or nuanced meaning. Oh, that's not what I was looking for. Like, okay, the first one. Yeah, this is not what I was looking for. God bless America. When used sarcastically, sounds patriotic, but isn't. That's not what I was looking for.
I don't like. Well, I don't like that one because I don't know. It seems selfish.
Yeah, I
Why
can
don't
see
we
that.
say God bless the world?
Yeah.
If anything, I don't say that because I'm not religious because that's stupid.
God
But
bless all lives.
yeah. Yeah. God.
All lives, God bless.
Oh, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. I'm like,
Let's see. Yeah, all these kind of suck. Standing up for our country when referring to potentially harmful or discriminatory actions. Oh, that's I guess a good one. Standing up for our country. Like, some people could say like some of the foreign policy that we have, like it's like, oh, they're protecting us. It's like, I don't know if that child that was walking across the street that they shot is protecting us.
Yeah. It's kind of just like getting away with murder. But hey, if more people step up and are like, this isn't okay. Maybe someday it'll change, hopefully, maybe. No, I mean, we've been doing it since like the beginning of time, so I doubt anything's going to change.
Yeah. Like the one that I always think of, which, of course, it's very political, Make America Great Again.
That brings me physical pain.
It's just...
When was it great? Name a time. It's been shitty the whole fucking time.
It's like every single time that they name something, like a time, it's always before all of this, like the culture wars. It's before everything was about like LGBTQIA plus.
Yeah. Anti-woke.
Yeah. It's about like they'll say like the 1950s or something, and it's just like, okay, like before, when we had segregation.
People didn't have rights. Women didn't have rights. People would pour bleach in a pool because there's black people in it.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You're racist. And then the Native American guy in the back is like, no, make America ours again. Can we just have it and y'all can leave? I'm in with that guy. I'm out. You can have it. Sorry.
Yeah, we're gonna go.
We killed too many buffalo, man. That's my bad.
Oops.
That's my bad. I think they were French trappers that did that, but
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, I fucking hate that. There's a big, on the way to my mom's out on Meridian, right before you get to Smith Road, there's a car dealership and they have a huge inflatable red hat, and they always like it says, "Oh, make America great again," but they always change what it says. So it was like, right now it's "Make America Pray Again," and I'm like, go fuck yourself. And then they had one that was like "Make used car dealerships great again." I'm like, what? What? Why? They weren't ever good to begin with.
Yeah.
That's the point. I think it's just like, you're so fucking tacky. Like that's so, it's so cringy. Blech. It's a bad taste in my mouth when I see that shit.
Yeah. I'm having such a hard time thinking of like actual phrases, but like when you hear it, it feels like a red flag. Like when someone is like talking about it a certain way and you're like, "Oh, I know what you're trying to get at."
But what about something I hear people are like, "Oh, I'm a true American."
Yeah,
What's a true American?
What is a true American? I guess people would probably have the argument that they're all for the Constitution, which I feel like the people that are all for the Constitution also don't fully understand what it's for.
Yep. And that it's super fucking outdated.
And that's that's one of the things that's about the Constitution is that the forefathers were like, hey, this probably is going to have to get changed. And, that's why we have amendments.
Jesus Christ.
Because they're like, yeah, we don't have all the answers, and
That's the point of changing as a country.
Yeah,
is to change
and grow.
No, we want to be great again. Back when certain individuals didn't have rights, and we stabbed a lot of people.
There was so much stabbing.
Yeah, make America like that again. Let's go back and steal it from the Native Americans again.
Round two,
fight. Yeah, I don't like that kind of shit either.
Yeah, it feels like you just hear it and you just don't feel good.
No, I'm like, ugh. Although I will say, like, I like living here in specifically Washington State because I just fucking love Washington State.
Oh yeah.
But I do enjoy seeing, like, those trucks, big lifted trucks that have like a flag on the back and like all these political stickers and shit, and it's like, hey, the head did it. I love seeing those people because I'm like, okay, thank you for advertising that you're a piece of shit and I will never talk to you. I appreciate that. Thanks. Because then I don't get disappointed if I randomly talk to somebody and they're like, do you vote for the... And I'm like, that's disappointing. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Like, I already know. It's great. You have a flag? Nice. You're an asshole.
Yeah. Like, I used to remember, like, my parents would
You used
put up...
to remember?
I used to remember.
but
I
you
forgot.
I forgot, but here we go.
But here we go. I'm gonna... From forgetting. My parents used to put up, like, an American flag, which I think it was my grandfather's, like, when he was, like, fighting. I forget which war he was in, but...
One of them.
One of them. Of course, super patriotic.
Korea.
But... Yeah, like they used to fly that flag, like especially like in the summertime, like 4th of July and stuff. And then basically once they moved, or even before moving, they're like, yeah, it just doesn't feel as good to fly it.
It doesn't. It's just icky.
Yeah, like I think there is a good, like you should have a sense of patriotism for like where you come from and stuff, and this like independence for the country that you live in.
Yeah, I get that.
But I think that there is like an overstepping of it.
Yeah. I do like that now, like on The Boys, for example, Homelander has an American flag as his cape. And it's like supposed to be patriotic, but it's also like he's the fucking devil.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny that he wears American flags. I'm like, oh yeah, well, America kind of sucks. So that works. It works both ways. Yeah, I don't really like this place.
Yeah, like if you watch videos of people like fighting each other and beating each other down, they're usually wearing like American flag apparel.
Yeah. It's not always great. Or like they're hammered drunk.
Oh, I mean, you can't wear American flag apparel and be a sober person.
That's right.
It just the amount of sober people that own American flag apparel, it's just a Venn diagram where the circles never intersect.
It's very, 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 very small. It's like 3 people. Out of everybody in America, it's 3 people. And they're just children because they don't know any better.
So yeah, that's what I had on that.
That was a good one. What's my next one?
Yeah, what do you got?
Everybody should have a bidet. Yes. Why, you ask?
Yeah, why?
Quick, think. You're out and you step in dog poo.
Okay.
What do you use to get it off your shoe?
A twig.
That's gross. There's still a lot of shit on your shoe.
Well, I mean,
okay,
it's
you're at
the
your
initial.
Yes, but you're
If I come home, I'm gonna, after getting most of it off with like a twig or something, then I'm going to get a hose.
exactly. You're gonna hose it off.
Hose it.
Yeah. If you get shit on your arm, do you just wipe it? No, you rinse it off.
Yeah.
Hot take done.
All right, there we go. Next one. Yeah, I'm also a person that feels like people should have bidets, and I'm also a person that has never used a bidet.
They're weird the first time you use them.
It just doesn't feel natural, I guess.
Well, yeah, because you've been wiping back there for your entire life.
Yeah. Almost 3 decades
Now
here.
squirt a little bit of room temperature water on there.
Oh, it's room temperature.
Or sometimes. Other times it's freezing cold. Yeah. That's kind of nice. So it's like shock to the system.
Oh, that's a good way to wake up in the morning.
I'm awake now. Yeah, my first experience was, do you know what a Toto washlet is?
I've heard of the brand Toto, but
Toto.
I don't know washlet.
It's like a crazy smart Japanese toilet.
Okay.
Like it fucking does everything. It brushes your teeth, combs your hair.
Is it the one that sings to you?
It picks up the kids, soccer practice. It does it all. Yeah, it is the one. It's like, shit in me.
But in Japanese.
Yeah. And like, it's so nice. They have heated seat.
Oh.
So it's like, oh, you never have like, whoa, that's cold when you sit down. It's always like just nice and warm and inviting. They have, it has a bidet. It has a fan to like blow off the bidet.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It's so fucking cool.
Damn.
Yeah. And you just like walk up to it and it opens. It's like, oh,
hello.
pooping me. It has a massaging seat too. So it just kind of like jiggles the poo out of you.
Oh, okay.
It's so fucking nice, dude. Oh my God. Yeah. But the first time using a bidet, I was just like, oh, that's weird. It felt like I wasn't getting cleaned because I'd never cleaned myself that way. So I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, it feels wrong.
It feels wrong. Yeah. But use a bidet and then use a little bit to pat yourself dry.
Yeah. You got pat dry.
And check.
Oh, yeah. You always have to use a checker sheet.
You got to use a checker sheet.
Yeah.
And you're pretty clean.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah. Unless it's a power poo and then you're like a no wiper.
Oh, yeah. But then you're no wiping anyway.
Yeah. And then it's just, and you're good to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like them. They're kind of fun.
I think they're pretty cool.
Tico.
And I feel like they're not all that hard to install.
No, they're not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. They just mount, like usually take the lid off and the seat off, and then you mount the mechanism for the bidet, and then you put the lid and seat on top of that, so it like bolts it all down. Then you take off the hose that goes into your tank, like the water feed line.
Yeah.
And you put in the bidet splitter, so it just like goes through the bidet. So you're getting water into your tank, but also it goes to your bidet.
Huh. Okay.
So like you push a button, and sometimes they're electronic, sometimes it's like kind of mechanical. You just open a valve and it's like,
okay.
But yeah, they're really simple and they're cool.
Huh.
Yeah.
All right, listeners, if you own a bidet and love it, please give us a comment. Let us know. I'd
Yeah.
love to have any recommendations on bidets.
Yeah.
I think 2025 is the year of the bidet.
Year of the bidet. The Chinese zodiac.
Yeah.
Year of the bidet. Yeah, they're cool. They have some attachments. Well, the washlet has like a feminine washer too, so it like goes in the
Ooh.
front.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's kind
They
of cool.
really thought of it all.
Yeah, they thought of it all. Yeah, don't use that one if you're a guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I probably won't.
You just, well, you could just wash it off, but it just gets everything wet, and you're like, all right. Now I don't know if I pissed myself or not. I'm just wet.
It's hard to tell.
It's very hard to tell. Yeah, I like them. They're cool. I wish I had a Toto washlet, but they're like thousands of dollars, I think.
Yeah, I want to say, because I think I've seen like ads for them and stuff, and I want to say they're like into like the 3,000 to 5,000 range.
Yeah, they can get up there. Those ones pick your kids up from school.
Okay, that's the one.
Feed your dog.
Would you like a refreshment?
Open your mouth. You're like, oh, I'm not into this. This isn't my fetish.
You dirty bitch, get clean.
Take it. Like, I don't like the toilet anymore. You're never getting rid of me. I am in your life now.
I have a lifetime warranty.
When you signed the paperwork, we are now legally married. Like, fuck.
And I did not sign a prenup.
Your shit is mine, literally and figuratively.
I own all.
Okay, I'm homeless. Why? What happened? My toilet got everything. Excuse me?
They had a better lawyer.
I don't know. Yeah, better. It's another toilet. My client here is misrepresented. Like, fuck, there's two of them. We're gonna lose, man.
Oh,
That's fun. That's a fun little bit.
they got all that shit on me.
They got so much shit on me. We have your DNA. Look, I made a child. It is you. It is a clone of you.
Oh God.
Like, oh! It's just an even smaller toilet. Father. Ah!
Just start speaking to you in Japanese. I am not teaching it English. We are leaving the country.
I know what it says. You will never know. I am taking everything. Your family loves me more. Like, whoa. I will let you keep the box that I came in. That is your home. It is not heated. Like, oh my God.
No.
Anyway, next one.
All right.
I could go on forever doing that. That was fun.
That is, I think, the one thing that I really appreciate about Cully is that you can go on a bit forever to the point that it's dead, and then you resuscitate it.
Yeah, I say something, just you can tell people are like, ha, ha, ha. I say something else, and then it just gets going again.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, I love that. But I do that because I also love that reaction to people where they're like, like that gives me so much life. Say a joke or something like that, and they're like, oh my God.
Yeah, just
Oh, Jesus. Like, yes. Anyway.
All right, here's another hot take that I have.
Next hot take.
Having non-traditional food when you travel is perfectly fine.
For example.
I went to Mexico this last week.
Did you?
I did.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's where I was.
Wow. Habla Españols?
Un poco.
Feliz Navidad.
We did get to see a tree lighting while we were there.
You lit a tree on fire?
Yeah.
Sick.
They love Christmas down there.
Wow.
Everything was just Christmas at the resort.
Grimace.
So we were down there.
Yeah.
One of the nights that we were there, we went to an Italian restaurant.
Okay.
So we're in Mexico. We're having Italian.
Italian?
Italian. The way that they fused some of the dishes together, crazy.
That sounds pretty good, actually.
Like we had this risotto that was octopus and squid ink.
What?
Yeah, which I think the squid ink part, I think you find that more like Italia and stuff, but like the octopus and stuff and the way that they did some of the things in there was just like, okay, this feels local.
I'm sure it is. That's cool.
Yeah. The chicken parm that some of my family got, the sauce, so good. Oh
Yeah.
my god, just like spicy in a way,
Mm.
but like also like a little bit of this like sweetness to it. Just solid.
God damn, I want pasta right now.
So it's like even though you go to these more like you go to Mexico and you have something that's not Mexican,
Yeah.
it still has the local flair and whatever the chef that's usually from there is like cooking up, and just like the local ingredients.
Yeah.
Like,
because it comes down to the chef. Like, yeah, sure, maybe it's not traditional Mexican food, but the chef is still a good chef.
Yeah.
And he makes good food. So, like, why is that? Like, you went to Mexico and you, like, oh my God, you had Italian. Like, I'm never going to judge you. Like, I don't give a shit. Why not? Try it.
Yeah.
Mex-Italian.
Mex-Italian.
I was going to say it the other way, but it's just Italian. First part of Italian and Mexican.
Italian.
Italian. Anyway. Yeah, I've done that.
Like, don't get me wrong. I think if you go someplace, you should get some of the traditional food down there.
Mm-hmm.
Like 100%. It's while you go someplace, you should be eating the local cuisine.
Yeah, I did that in Jamaica and Mexico and the pajamas. I like the pajamas.
The pajamas, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I feel like if anyone is to say anything bad to you, if you go someplace and get something that's non-traditional, they are poo-poo heads and should
dirty poo-poo
fall
head.
down a well.
There you go. Fuck you.
Fall down a well.
That's you down the well. Help. No. You judged me.
You are going to stay there. Yeah, I didn't have a whole much on that. I thought about that. I was just like, oh yeah, we're having Italian in Mexico.
Yeah. Oh, that's like we went to Leavenworth. I know it's not another country. It's in Washington, but it's Bavarian. But like we went to a nice Italian restaurant in Leavenworth, which is like you go for sausages and things. It was really fucking good.
It was so good.
It was so good. Oh my God, dude.
Which we had sausages before that as well. Not like right before, but
I think that's what made me throw up.
you keep saying that, and I'm telling you, it's like the 9 or 10 shots that you had.
No, I don't believe that.
When you came home and had like 2 or 3 more shots.
That wasn't it. I
No,
don't think
it was the sausage.
I think it was the sausage. It was weird. It was a weird sausage.
I can't remember which one you got.
I don't either. It was pale though. I'm like, this is not appetizing looking.
Yeah, pale sausage is not
It's weird.
Not the thing.
That reindeer sausage though, fuck.
Oh
I've been
my
trying to
God.
find reindeer sausage. Like you can't find it.
It's only there.
I kind of want to drive back and be like, can I just buy like 30 pounds of this? It's so good.
They'll probably do it.
It's so good.
Yeah. If any of you get a chance to eat reindeer, do it.
Do it. Unless you're not into that. Then
don't do it.
But it's
Totally fine.
It's such a good, healthy meat.
Yeah, reindeer is the healthiest red meat.
Yeah. It's so nice.
Yeah, which
It's
like
it's just amazing.
yeah, so tasty.
Oh my God. I regret that I had a taste of your guys' sausage, but I didn't have my own sausage because I was still kind of hungover.
Still dying.
Yeah. But I wish I had a whole sausage because that was fucking unreal.
Yeah.
So good.
So good.
All right, I'm going to Leavenworth tomorrow.
All right, bring back some sausage.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you got?
I have things.
He does.
Extremely old people shouldn't be able to vote.
Mm.
You're on your way out. You had your time. Don't fuck it up for us. Though also really young people shouldn't vote. I think like 18 is kind of too young for some people.
I think if you can't buy a beer, you shouldn't be able to vote.
Sure, I would accept that.
I think that is acceptable. For me in general, I think calling 18-year-olds adults
That's weird.
it's not truth.
You know how stupid I was at 18?
Do you know how stupid I was until very recently?
Yeah, I'm still kind of stupid.
Yeah, me too.
I ride dirt bikes. It's pretty
But
stupid.
yeah, it's like there's so much, even like between those 3 years, 18 to 21. Like I feel like there's so much growth and like
Yeah.
so much you actually learn, especially once you're able to get outside of like high school and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people go on to college and are not a lot of people. A portion of people go on to college and are able to kind of get that experience of so many different like people and culture and things to kind of get that diversity. But even the people that don't go to college and go and get a job or something,
Mm-hmm.
or go travel or whatever, they also are getting kind of the diversity that you don't really. That was
Diversity.
like Scottish or something.
Getting the diversity.
Diversity.
Okay.
Getting
good.
like, the workforce diversity and
Yeah.
being able to hear different opinions from people and stuff that isn't just like teachers.
Yeah. They're so cultured. Yeah.
So, yeah, I think I would agree on both of those fronts.
It's
I
very,
mean,
very silly.
young people don't even vote, so
Oh,
what
yeah,
even do you have?
thanks. Fuckers.
God.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't make sense that, like, we're taking over. Not, that sounds like hostile, but we are being gifted the world, essentially. And,
Mm-hmm.
like, it feels like our votes don't count at all.
Yeah, it's.
So,
I guess it is also the kind of like this gray area, because I know it's like in practice it's not really the best, because then it's like, well, we were also kind of built off of like taxation without representation. So
Mhm.
if you're not able to vote, then you technically aren't able to have a voice in your representation. Repeat.
Yeah, I get that.
But yeah, at the same time, it's like, I'm sorry, the 90-year-old decrepit grandpa probably doesn't have the mental capacity to understand the politics around him.
No, not at all. Also,
Not-
he's white. So, you know where that's going.
I mean, like I'll even go as far to say it. Jimmy Carter, 100 years old, he voted.
He's still alive?
Barely.
Fuck yeah. That dude is like, oh my God.
I mean,
That's a side hot take. That's not a record I want to try to beat. Like, oldest living man.
yeah.
Like, fuck's sakes.
You,
Get rid of me already, dude. Damn.
you only have so many good like living years.
Yeah, cool. I'm 104, but
It sucked living since you were like 87.
and I shit myself every day. Like, sick.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm a person that doesn't like to have other people take care of me.
Yeah. I don't like that either. It's kind of morbid, but that's just my uncle is who he is. He's very like manly kind of man. Politically incorrect. But anyway, he's like, yeah, he's like, fuck, I don't want to be an old man. He grew up on a farm and like is a hunter, and he's like, yeah, if I get to that age where I'm just kind of getting demented, I'm going to walk out and into the forest and you'll never see me again. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I think my dad has a similar take.
That's what I'm going to do.
Except for he doesn't, more morbid. He's like, actually, like take me out back. And
Well, yeah, that's what my uncle said too. He's like, I'm going to, what did he say? Oh, he's like, I'll take my revolver, fill my mouth with water, and then pull the trigger. And I was like, hold on. What's the water do?
yeah,
Water doesn't compress. So, or it kind of does. But
it's an incompressible fluid.
it just like, everything above the water in your mouth will be gone.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. No, I can see the physics of that. Okay. Experience.
I didn't ask.
Yeah. Okay.
I wouldn't doubt it though.
Yeah, that's one of those things that when someone says something like that, you just kind of nod.
Yeah, yeah. Like I thought there were stories when I was younger. It was like, oh, ha, 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 it's just
Yeah.
uncle stories. And then when I got older, I was like, hey, Mom, are these true? She was like, oh yeah. Like he beat a man with a baseball bat because he messed with a stripper at a strip club, and my uncle dragged him out back and was like, don't ever fucking do that again. And the guy was like, fuck you. So my uncle goes, okay, just beats him with a baseball bat.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm like, well, he loved me, so
but I mean, I don't know. I
I
guess
win.
I think that's a good one on your uncle. It's
Yeah.
a valuable lesson. Well, Did he beat the man to death?
No,
Or?
no. He didn't
Okay.
kill him.
Okay, I was gonna say valuable lesson because you can't really teach a lesson to a dead thing.
Yeah, no. He didn't kill him. But
Okay.
I'm not gonna say what he did on air because it's bad. It's really bad.
It's bad.
It's bad. Yeah. But no, like my mom doesn't really support that kind of stuff. Obviously, my mom's a good person.
Yeah.
And she heard the story of like what that guy did, and she was like, "Oh, he fucking deserved it."
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
If my mom is like, "Go for it," I'm like, "Oh shit, that's
Yeah.
kind of crazy." So, yeah.
But yeah, I guess going back to the
where'd we go?
from sighting. Yeah, old people and not voting. I think like it's like I don't know. You don't get to vote, but then you also pay less in taxes. Like here's your old person card.
You're old. Go shit yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get that. Like they can vote, and then like, do you die in like 2 years, and I'm fucked with all the shit that you wanted, but I don't want any of your shit.
Yeah.
So, like, why do I have to deal with that?
Mm.
Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make any sense. Don't like it.
Not a fan.
Nope.
Get your shit together.
Unless you're incontinent.
Well, I think we're all in the continent if we're in the U.S.
That's weird.
Uh,
English is a terrible language.
But we make it work.
Yeah. It just doesn't make sense. Anyway, what you got?
So we were speaking of my trip before.
Yep.
One thing that I think is almost always true, emphasis on almost always, hotel showers are more aesthetically pleasing than home, but much worse for showering.
Okay.
I think...
What makes them worse in your
let's see.
in your opinion?
I don't know. It's always confusing to like turn them on and stuff to get like the water right. I think they don't ever really have enough like shelf space in general. Like for the soap and stuff that they put in there.
I was like, what are you bringing into your shower? I
mean,
don't have a place for my spaghetti.
My Mexican spaghetti. Where am I going to put it?
I think that's just a skill issue.
It is. Like, I don't know. I guess this also might be me. Is like I use a loofah at home, and then I guess I could use like the small towels they give you as a loofah in a way.
Yeah, it's a washcloth.
Yeah.
So I grew up using washcloths.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
I was part of the white people that like at the early pandemic found out that you're supposed to like wash your legs.
Oh my god. Apparently that's kind of debunked now.
That you're supposed to, or
well, I wash my legs because you should wash your body. That's the point of being in a shower. But
yeah,
there's like a large percentage of people that don't and just let the soap run down.
Yeah,
and like it kind of makes sense. Like if you get the areas like feet, people, you should wash your feet more. People,
definitely wash
your
feet.
They're fucking gross. They're nasty. Unless you're into that, then that's fucking nasty, and I'm still gonna shame you.
Keep it to yourself.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about it. But yeah, like a lot of people don't shave their legs because they're like, "Oh, I soap my upper body and it just rides down my legs."
Yeah, I just feel like I need to like an extra scrub. Like so, even when I wasn't using a loofah, I would use my hands, and I would still get my legs like really good.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. Maybe it's because I played soccer in Washington State, where it's like 80% of your games are in mud.
Yeah, you're muddy. Yeah, like that makes sense.
Yeah, and it's like, all right, well, I can visibly see that that's not working.
Mm-hmm. I look at it like if you wash a car and you soap the upper half and let it like rinse down the dirt on the bottom half, that shit doesn't go away.
Yeah, you get like these weird streaks.
Yeah, you gotta agitate.
Yeah.
You gotta agitate. Now, like if you don't do anything all day and you're just kind of chilling, you don't get all sweaty and dirty or whatever, then sure, maybe you don't have to. You should, but maybe you don't have to. But like if I dirt bike or go outside, Like, I'm washing my legs.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be dirty.
Very.
And it's just gross.
So
Wash your goddamn feet again.
yeah.
For Christ's sake.
I will say that like usually when it comes to the hotel showers, the water pressure is usually better than home. But that can also be hit or miss. Like I've had plenty of hotels experiences where I'm like, oh wow, it's dribbling.
I've had that. I've also had like, I'm pretty particular about. Get closer to the mic, Cully. I'm pretty particular about my shower heads. Like I hate, you know, if you go to a Best Western or something, you kind of just get like the fucking off the shelf shower head, the cheapest one, obviously. I don't like those. It feels like a pressure washer.
Oh, okay.
And it's just, you just get shot in one area.
Oh, the center one.
Yeah, just like it's like super, I fucking hate that. I'm like, I could rinse with a hose better than this. I like a big wide head to kind of not necessarily get like a rain shower vibe, but you get full coverage. And it's warmer. You can stand under it and it's like a big hug from warm water. It's nice.
Yeah. Like I've stayed in a like penthouse suite for a couple of days, like one time. And yeah, you're like, wow, this is super fancy. It had like three or four showers in it or something. Like nice. And they all looked super good, and like it had it coming from like multiple directions. And then like after the second day, I'm like, I actually don't really care for this.
Yeah.
Like
it's kind of too much.
I wouldn't say that's too much. Like I always see the videos where there's people where they have like it's like 10 shower heads on like two sides, and you also have like shower heads on top, and it just looks like a monsoon is like coming down onto you. Like I want to live that experience every day. But for me,
take a bath.
I want to stand.
Get a big bucket. Stand in that.
Like for me, it's like when hotels do it and stuff. I think at one point it probably was amazing and good, and as time went on, they just don't maintain it, and now it sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's a lot of showers to have. The water pressure is a big thing for me too.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And I think that's kind of why they use the smaller heads, because it sort of focuses. Like, but if you have a hose and you put your thumb over it, like you get more pressure.
Yeah.
This is a smaller hole.
Smaller area. Yeah.
So they do that to increase water pressure, and it's either you get a tiny little dribble or you get a pressure washer.
Yeah. No in between.
No, I don't want that.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Yeah. And then and then the other part was the aesthetically pleasing. Most tubs that I see in homes are just traditional. It's not
tub.
It's not porcelain. It's just isn't it special plastic or something?
Yeah, plastic.
Yeah. Okay. So tub plastic.
Linoleum?
Maybe.
That's flooring.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
This is the special tub plastic.
Yeah. All this stuff. Oh man.
And I don't know. Every hotel that I go into now, it's like tiled.
Yeah.
Looks nice. Has like a special design to it. Even like the curtain is a little fancy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay, yeah, this looks nice. Doesn't feel nice.
I prefer a shower door rather than a shower curtain. I don't like a shower curtain.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I would say that I'm kind of in the same boat.
Frosted glass.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be frosted.
Oh, I don't like clear, because usually you have like. I'm thinking of my uncle's shower when I used to stay there. It's in his big master bedroom, and it's like double shower. It's fucking huge, and it's a sauna too, steam room, and all that.
What?
Yeah, but it's clear glass, and you look into the main like sink bathroom area.
Yeah.
Has massive mirrors, and I'm just like looking at myself while I shower. And I'm like, oh, that's
okay. No,
I don't like that.
That's unnerving.
It was gross. I'm like, stop looking at me.
Yeah.
Stop it. I like a nice frosted. Plus, with frosted, you should, but you don't necessarily have to like squeegee it, because then you don't get streaks.
Oh, okay.
So with his, you have to, or just any regular glass in general, you have to squeegee it.
Yeah.
Another shower that was glass, clear, was at a friend's house down in California, in Anaheim, and the way their bathroom was set up, like it was a very big open bathroom, and the shower was in the middle of the room, basically. And it was just like a phone booth that was all clear.
What?
And you just like walk into this phone booth looking shower thing. And like everything's glass. So you're taking a shower and you're like, I'm so open and exposed. It's weird. It was such a weird feeling.
That's not right.
Yeah, they had a weird fucking house though. So
Makes sense.
yeah,
It's California for you. What were we talking about?
showering.
Showering.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have much else on showering.
Okay. I like showers. Hey, tell us. I want to hear your shower stories. What's the nicest shower you've ever been in, and what's the worst shower you've ever been in? Well, I want to hear that. I want to hear your stories.
Yeah, I want to too.
Just about the shower. I don't want any specifics about how you shower. That I don't care.
Yeah, don't tell me about the hand towel that you used or the washcloth.
Yeah, and I don't care what order you like. Privates, pits, privates. You work top down or way up. I don't care. Just the shower. Oh, I want to do a quick shout out to the shower at my the parents' family home.
Yeah.
We took out a closet. We renovated a closet and turned that into a walk-in shower.
Ooh.
It was like all tiled and everything.
Yeah.
And you just like walk in. There's like, those clear classic like bathroom kind of ice block looking tile things. So you walked around that, and then you're like in this shower area, and it was a big rain shower. It was so nice, like perfect pressure.
Oh my God.
Oh, so cool. That's the best shower. I really like that. You just walk into the shower and like, take a shower. It's so nice. You don't have to open a fucking door or do the slider thing. You just walk in, and there you go. There's a little nook for like all the towels, and a little spot you could sit and eat your spaghetti.
The spaghetti spot. Nice.
That was a spaghetti spot. Yeah, no, it was cool. I like that shower a lot. That's kind of what I want to do. I want just a nice walk-in shower. That's what I like. It's good stuff. Anyway, next, and
finally,
I think we don't have enough medical training just in life, like through school. Instead of doing, like, obviously we do health and stuff, but and you can get your CPR certification, and they kind of teach you mouth to mouth and like that kind of stuff.
But my health teacher taught me to kiss.
Yeah, it was sweet.
No, she was not a lady you want to kiss.
That's how I make out. Are you alive?
To the Bee Gees, Staying Alive.
Yeah. Yeah, I think more people should get more training medically, because like there's a lot of people that like shit happens and people are there but they can't help.
Yeah.
Because they don't know what to do. And I don't know, I feel like a lot of injuries and things could be avoided. Death could be avoided if more people know more like medical. I mean, you don't have to go into like fucking surgery. Like, you don't need to know open heart surgery on somebody who crashes.
Does anyone know how to do open heart surgery? Everyone's like, we do.
We do. It's like a postman. You're like, what? Why?
Yeah, I think there's definitely things like Heimlich maneuver, for choking.
Yeah, we got to practice that more.
Yeah.
Like, we're all taught these things, but we're kind of just told.
Yeah, there's not really.
Like,
and
this is what you do. And you told me at 4 years old, and I
don't got it anymore.
I have fucking no idea. Yeah.
Another one that I think isn't enough, and I think people need to know, is like the AED.
Yeah.
Because granted, they do have really good instructions and make sure it's as simple as can be for the instructions.
It's
like
pretty dumb.
The hardest part is like where to put the patches.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, like pretty straightforward. Yet there you hear about all these times of people just like dropping out of the blue, and then no one knew how to use the AED.
Yeah. I think we should focus more on that in school at a young age. Like, I feel as though they don't really, they tell you about it, but they don't really teach you much about it, because it's like, oh, it's kind of scary. Like, we don't want to scare the kids. Fucking scare them, dude.
Yeah, it's a thing that it's gonna be scary.
Shit happens.
And yeah, shit happens.
Yeah, you could be like in elementary school, middle school, and then one of your parents just collapses, and you're like, oh my god. Luckily, there's a lot of stories of kids like call the police or 911 and then just start doing chest compressions. But like, I think more people should be prepared for that. I want to be more prepared. I do things like dirt biking. I'm out in the mountains. I want to have my like outdoor medical certification so that I don't go out there and like that one time when I hit a tree, I was like, did I break a rib? Am I going to be okay? Do I have internal bleeding? I don't know. Well, fuck it. I'll wing it.
Yeah.
I want to be able to, like, somebody gets hurt, I can sew up a cut or I can show the gash really. I can do a splint really well. Like, I just want to help people.
Yeah, that stuff that if you do it early on is going to be so much better once they actually get some proper medical attention.
Yeah, but just get that into you.
Yeah, it'd be nice because I mean, like you said, like the outdoor like medical certification, like it's specifically for this activity. So only people that do this activity are the people that are wanting that training in a way. But I am doing so many things outdoors, and I don't really have like the only training I have is when I got hurt, like in football or wrestling or even track and field sometimes. Like,
yeah,
and so it's like, okay, yeah, I know how to like roll a bandage when it comes to like people's like ankles and things or their hands and some other things. Like I've seen someone pop a shoulder in, but I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, stuff like that. Like, they pop a hip out. There's a couple of maneuvers you can do to like suck it back in.
Yeah.
Be able to put a tourniquet on. Like there's places that you can put a tourniquet and there's places you can't. And then if you have a bleed in a place that you can't put a tourniquet on, then what do you do?
Yeah.
Like fucking, you're like, oh, well,
I guess you're just going to die.
I guess you're bleeding out. Sorry. Like we should have, and it's not just medical training. It's like you should have more understanding of the human body, like how we work, And I think that kind of goes hand in hand with medical training because like somebody cuts an artery or something and you're just like, you're going to bleed, You should know where to tourniquet or if you have to, where the artery is, go in, pinch it off, hold it, shit like that. Otherwise, like, you just going to bleed.
Yeah.
You should be able to tell the signs if somebody has a concussion, Keenan, and like how to help somebody and what to do. Because usually it's just like, oh, dude, I hit my head. Fuck, I feel weird.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, sick.
Come
You're
tomorrow.
alive, though.
Yeah.
Fucking ride, dude. But yeah, people should have more medical training.
Yeah.
There's too many goddamn people on this planet to not have the medical training that we like in abundance.
Yeah.
There's too many fucking people. Shit's gonna happen. Shit happens all the time.
Shit happens all the time.
Yeah.
Get some medical training, people.
Get some medical training. You don't have to figure out how to stitch people up, but it would be helpful.
Yeah, especially, I mean, they keep coming out with like almost like new stitch things that's basically like foolproof.
Yeah.
Like you've probably seen the videos on it where basically it looks like a bandage that you put around like the open area, and then you just have to like pull these strings, and it like it's not a good stitch, but it's enough to get them like to the hospital and they'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's one called Micromend that's like that, but it has little like metal like staples in it. So it does like grab your skin, but it grabs either side of the cut and then like pulls it together. Like you do that, you just like pull it apart and it closes the wound. That's cool. If you get shot, you should know how to protect somebody by that, which is shot, stabbed, whatever. That might happen. I hope it doesn't. But pack the fucking wound with whatever you can until it stops bleeding. And then cover it, keep pressure on it, and get him to the goddamn hospital.
ASAP.
Get Quick Clot. Know how to use Quick Clot.
I don't know why. It's just there's a horse just quick clot.
Quick Clot. Quick, we need Quick Clot. It's just a horse. Quick Clot. Yeah, like it's basically like an absorbent material that just goes in the wound and then absorbs and closes the wound off. It's not.
It's almost like a sponge.
Well, it's like It's like cat sand.
Like okay.
If you pour it on, you spill oil or something, you pour cat sand on it, it sucks it all up. It's like that, but you just pack it in and then cover it.
Yeah. Put it on top and
take him to the hospital.
Get on going.
Stabilize. If somebody snaps a leg, you should know how to stabilize it.
Yeah.
Put it in a splint. Or if they have a compound fracture, their leg's open, stabilize as best you can. Put a tourniquet on it.
Yeah.
So they stop fucking bleeding.
Or here's the thing, like even like the most basic of things. Someone has fallen down and they're having trouble getting back up. Make them stay on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Don't move them. Like, or like, someone gets like, motorcycle gets in a crash. Like sometimes like don't move.
Don't move them. Don't get them up. Don't take their helmet off is a big one. Like spinal injuries are huge. And that is like, I don't know if it's a lot of them, but it's a big thing that happens when people are like trying to help people and they take their helmet off and they just move their spine and they can never walk again.
Yeah.
So you just like get them comfortable, keep them on the ground. That's what happened with me. I went over the handlebars years ago and smashed my head in the ground. I was out for quite a while.
Ooh.
But I was laying there and I look up and I'm like looking at trees. I'm like, wait a minute. This ain't right. And what they did was like, all right, don't move. You just had an accident. You're fine. Can you feel your toes? And I wiggled my toes. I was like, yes, I can feel and wiggle my toes. And like, okay, move up from there. Can you wiggle your fingers? Yes. Can you feel your legs? Can you move your legs? Like, yes. Just like checklist. Go through everything. Make sure they're fine.
Yeah.
And if they can't, figure out how to keep them calm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, we need to be more prepared for frightening, shocking scenarios like that where people that are supposed to be helping you aren't just like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, there's a bunch of blood. Oh my God, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, don't do that if somebody's hurt. Get your mind right.
Yeah. You gotta treat them like a little kid when they like fall down.
Yeah. No, you're okay, bud.
Yeah. They look at you and they're, and it's like, what's up?
You don't need to cry. You're like, his fucking arm is gone. Jesus.
Just a cavity in their chest.
Am I okay? Mm-hmm.
Yep. Don't move your foot.
Or anything. Don't breathe.
Don't do it.
Yeah. We should just be safer. Everybody should get more medical training.
Get safe.
But, caveat, there's a show I watched called Louder Milk, kind of a dark comedy. And one of the things the guy did was he was out to dinner with his neighbor, and he's kind of a fucking asshole. Like, he just is a music critic, and he's just a prick. So he was out to dinner with his new neighbor, who's super cute, and he has a crush on, and the neighbor's boyfriend, who was a doctor. And somebody starts choking at this restaurant, and the doctor just kind of sits there and like doesn't do anything. And Louder Milk's like, are you gonna fine, Jesus, like nobody got up. So he gives the guy this Heimlich, saves his life, and he's like, yeah, thank you. And then he sues him. He sues Louder Milk because he hurt my ribs. And it's like, okay, if I didn't, you'd be fucking dead.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's like suing for a bunch of money, and there's a whole thing on it. But like, that's scary that like if you save somebody, you could get sued. Like, is that really a thing?
It's state by state. So I think even like Washington, I forget what it's called, but there's a special law that are in some states where like if you are attempting to help someone and giving them like proper medical stuff, then they like you're supposed to be safe from like that kind of legal binding thing. Like, if you're giving someone the Heimlich and severely fuck it up, then it's like that's one thing. But like, the Heimlich, there's a good chance that you can break some ribs.
I would want broken ribs rather than being dead after choking on a piece of shrimp or something like that.
Yeah, and that's just the thing with like some people is like that's how you get their bag.
Don't save those people. Save other people. Save good people. Don't save them.
Question: if you were to see a wet floor sign and slipped nearby it, would you sue? And they're like,
yeah. I just need you to fill out this 20-point questionnaire. They're like, what does this mean? Yeah, it's funny. Don't help them. Get medical training though. Everybody should. It's good stuff.
Yeah, I'm definitely
Family
thinking about doing
members,
it.
friends. Shit happens.
Yeah.
Roll an ankle. You should know how to like the little shit, you know, or even on yourself. Like if you're home alone and you slip down the stairs and break your leg, you're not just like,
Learn how to army crawl.
yeah, or get life alert.
Doop.
Beep. Just get medical training, please. More people should
Yeah. Anything else on that?
get medical training.
Okay.
That's it. You don't have to be a nurse level or like surgeon, doctor level, but just basic first aid. Get medical training.
All right. I think that's it for our hot takes.
Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out too.
Okay.
Oh, thank you for listening to this episode of What's the Diff?
Thank
Next
you.
week, we'll be discussing horse, donkey, and ponies,
Haunts.
PS controller versus Xbox controller,
Ooh.
scuba diving versus free diving.
Ooh.
Have an opinion on something we've already discussed? Want to hear one of your topics debated? You can connect with us at whatsthediff.net. Leave us a text or a voicemail at 802-884-3553. Or send a voice clip to us at hellowhat'sthediff@gmail.com.
Weird prices are still guaranteed. They're going to be guaranteed for a while.
Yeah, we did have our Black Friday sale, 0% off.
Yeah. Big sale.
Yeah, it
It
was
was
great.
a hit.
People loved it.
Yeah. Too many people at the house.
Too many. All right, well.
They stole our TV.
I was wondering where that went.
Because they couldn't get a sale, and so they just ripped it off the wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
They didn't have to rip it. You can just, you can lift and...
I was halfway unhooking it, dude, and they just nope, and they ripped it off the wall. So
Yeah, I can't blame them.
guess I have to do drywall work now.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Yeah, good thing it's not wet wall work. All right. Bye. Bye. Bidet.